guys, Spreadsheet Geek here. Just want to hit you up with some quick tips today on using the fill handle. Um, the fill handle is a quick and easy way uh, to create patterns and repeat things that you want repeated without having to redo them a bunch of times. So one example here is, let's say I want to add up some totals for July. I'm going to use my sum function. I'm going to highlight those categories in July, B4 through B7, hit enter to confirm that. And that should give me 182.50. I'm going to want to do the same thing for August and September, which wouldn't take me very long. But if I've already done it correctly for July and it's going to be pretty much the same thing, I can grab that fill handle in the bottom right corner and just drag it to the right. And it'll repeat that same function. It'll make a minor change. This was of B4 through B7. If I look at this one, it automatically adjusts those cell references to C4 through C7. And if I look at this one, it automatically adjusts those to D4 through D7. So that's one way you can use to fill a formula or a function to the right. You can also, if I wanted to do a total here for all of my hats, it's going to guess. I just typed the equal sign and it's guessing that I want to add up the sum of B4 through D4, and it shows me that area highlighted. And that's right, so I'm going to accept that by hitting the enter key. And I'm going to have the same thing for all the rest of these rows. So I can take the one that I've done correctly. I can grab that fill handle and drag it down. Oh, not quite that low. I can drag it down and it'll automatically fill that same formula or that same function, but it'll change those cell references. In this case, it used B5 and D5, so on and so forth. So it can be used to fill functions or formulas as long as you're using cell references that are what's called relative. It will fill those cell references and it'll try to do the same thing to all the rest of the cells that you fill it to. Comes in really handy when you got a bigger data set. There's some other quick little tricks that come in handy. For instance, it works well with days of the week. So if I have Monday and I grab the fill handle and fill it down, it'll automatically insert the rest of the days of the week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back around to Monday, so on and so forth. It works with the months of the year. So you can do that for January and fill that down, February, March, April, May, so on and so forth. It'll also look for patterns. So if you have a couple cells that have a pattern in them, so in this cell right here, I'm doubling, or I'm going up by 2, 2, 4, and if I'm counting by 2, highlighting both of those cells and then dragging the fill handle, it counts by 2s for me: 2, 4, 6, 8. It'll also work with dates for you. So I have January 1st of 2023. I can grab that, fill that down. This will go to January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, just counting up one day at a time. It'll go all the way down through the 31st, and it'll flip over to February if I let it go that far. If I wanted to count months, so January 1st, February 1st, I would just need a couple of those. And if I were to fill it down, it'll now be updating the month each time: January 1st, February, March, April, May. Even more irregular dates. For instance, let's go say I get paid every other week and I want to look at all my paydays. I know I'm going to get paid on January 1st and January 15th, so I've got 2 weeks in between here. If I were to keep filling this down, you're going to go up every 2 weeks, so to the 29th and up to February 12th and 26th. So there's some neat, handy tricks that you can do with the fill handle. Can come in handy in a lot of different ways. Hopefully you learned something from this and you can become a better spreadsheet user. Thanks for watching. Happy spreadsheeting.